Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death with our friendly local hobgoblin, Ryan. How are you doing today, Ryan? As soon as I find a way to unmute your
The
microphone, there we go.
sun's. Oh, said I'm doing well. The sun is going down, so putting us in the mood
Excellent.
for some dicing with death.
Yes, we need more evil characters on Dicing with Death.
Are you kidding? You're basically an assassin. Let's be honest.
But
Traveling
hashtag evil awaits doesn't apply here, you know?
I guess so. You're not actively seeking evil. You just accidentally bumble into it when you hire a half dozen or hire a dozen gnolls
Oh
to
fuck! But this isn't
travel with
even
you
evil.
throughout the
This
world.
is this is pure. This is not an evil act. These Tassaloyer deserve this.
Sure, reasonable.
Yeah.
But evil creatures killing other evil creatures is still pretty evil.
I don't know. I could kill them for I could kill them for lawful good reasons.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
Hopefully your next character. No
But
pressure. You do whatever you want, but hopefully your next character is an evil bastard.
Oh, I've got some ideas, but I'm just saying you gotta think of the economic impact of Qualmir is probably a lot more evil than even Solomon.
How so?
Just the amount of money you have redirected towards like shifty operations.
It's
Just
true.
in terms of the pure GP value. Qualmir's not necessarily aware. You're not necessarily aware. I'm not even really aware. But every gold coin you hand to a gnoll is, funding slave trading operations. Can you even imagine what all those goods you fenced to the goldsmiths?
Is Qualnir
With that funded?
Is Qualnir funding ISIS?
Deep thoughts here. Yes,
Oh my god. I'm an accidental terrorist funder?
Pretty much, yeah. This has been your friendly neighborhood NSA public service announcement. Now back to dicing with death.
All right.
So you are. You just wandered into this clearing.
Yeah.
Surrounded by spider webs with this cave before you, and overhead in the canopy, maybe 100 feet up, are platforms. Think like the Ewok houses from Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Okay.
Above this sort of web of spider shit. Oops, did I say there are spiders?
We said spider shit.
Well, there may or may not be spiders, but there's certainly their fecal matter left behind.
Okay.
Do you want to roll initiative? I mean, there's no obvious threats. You're pretty much the only creature on the scene as far as you can see.
Keep the Tassaloy over my shoulder, pull out my bloodletter, and just kind of hold the ground and keep my eyes peeled, looking every which way, while I call for gnollish reinforcements.
Yeah. Roll a perception check.
17. Ouch.
Yeah. So you don't see anything obvious overhead or within the clearing. You can see a few creatures moving about on some of the lower platforms.
How high above me are the lower platforms?
The lowest are about 50 feet.
Okay.
So they're way up there in the canopy. They don't appear to be like encroaching on you. They're just sort of milling about on the platforms. You don't see any in the trees. Within a minute or two, the first gnolls start to filter into the clearing, brushing off the spider webs and looking around.
I motion them forward. How the cave entrance is it covered?
You direct them forward, or you motion them to you?
That's the same thing in my mind. I motion them to me. How does the cave look? Does it look blocked?
It looks entangled with webs, but it is not blocked. The entrance is maybe 7 feet in diameter, and it sort of goes sort of down into the ground. What was your perception check for this round?
Shit.
Was that 17?
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't notice much exceptional about it. There are at this point 3 gnolls in the clearing. Where do you direct them? So you're still at the edge as far as I understood.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to stay at the edge. I don't want to go too
All
far
right,
out.
they're stepping a few feet into the clearing and
That's
brushing
fine.
off the webs that are still clinging to them.
I let them take the risky things. I will stay back and let my minions do all the heavy lifting and dangerous
Yeah.
tasks. I'm simply the officer in charge.
So a few minutes pass. Roll another perception check next round.
Okay. 20. Ugh, so close, but so far.
Yeah. You don't notice any additional movement from overhead. Another couple of gnolls filter into the clearing. They're not really actively doing anything. They seem to be gathering their wits and
Hmm.
sort of, getting their feet back underneath them after trouncing through the foliage and then getting caught in those webs. They're pretty flustered. But the Tossloi are not making any aggressive moves. Another round. I'll give you a perception check every minute, and I'll describe what other creatures move. But
Okay. Oh, natural 1 perception check.
okay, yeah. So you've now got about 7 gnolls in the clearing with you. They're sort of fanning out and taking a reasonably defensive posture. Some of them are starting to sniff around the back of the cave. There's still sort of webs strung all about, so movement is slow, and the gnolls are kind of getting stuck here and there. No movement from the canopy, no attacks. Another round.
Yeah.
Are you? I mean, in my imagination, you're still standing where you emerged.
Yeah, I'm just standing there waiting for my minions to catch up with me, and the ones that do catch up, I let them.
Are you trying to be hidden?
No. I would like to be in a. If possible, I will put myself in a position that gives me like where there's branches close to my head, so that I block vision from above, but the vision from someone on ground level is unobstructed. But I will prioritize unobstructed ground vision over cover from above.
All right, sure, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. All right. The next round, the last of the gnolls emerge into the clearing, including Jakob, the Flind.
Okay. So I should have all 10 gnolls are back now.
All 10 gnolls are in the clearing. It's just like I said, like a 50, 60 foot diameter clearing.
I say to Jakob, "How good are
all
your men at
close.
climbing trees?"
Not as good as the Tossloi. He's sort of looking up.
I look up to the platforms. Can we get to those platforms?
No, but they might get to us. And he starts like pointing. I think they're mobilizing.
Do we have any
And
axes?
once he points them out, you can see that there's maybe a half dozen slowly creeping hand over hand down the trees.
I ask him if we have any axes.
Oh, we have axes.
Chop them
barks.
down!
Yeah, he barks some orders, and the 4 gnolls that have axes start going to work on the 3 tall trees supporting the Tossloi encampment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll initiative for me.
Okay. 6.
Gnolls go first, then you. That is not a Tossloi. What is your strength?
15.
Yeah, lucky bastard.
Excuse me?
All right. What's your dexterity?
17.
All right, I meant your dexterity AC bonus, but that'll do.
4, 3.
Okay. All right. So you managed to deftly see this coming and drop out of the way as a net falls from the canopy. It does, however, entangle the 2 gnolls that were nearest you, including 1 gnoll and Jakob.
Oh, fuckers.
The gnolls, the 4 that were chopping, continue chopping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the first knoll. You don't know if this is like Paul Bunyan knoll or if it was a weak tree, but within that first minute, the tree splinters and you hear as the tree sort of collapses into those nearest it. You hear some whispered screeches and screams from the canopy above. And another pair appear to be making good progress in one of the other trees. What did you say your initiative was? Is it 6?
I have to look it up again. 6 indeed.
All right, so you go before the flurry of blows from above.
In that case, I take some cover underneath some branches. Just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm not going to metagame like that.
Right. You can see about 10 Tossloi descending from the treetops.
I heft my unconscious Tossloi onto the ground, grab out my darts, which I've been keeping track of, and hurl the first one at the closest enemy, closest least covered enemy.
Okay, sure. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. RD20 plus 4. 20.
That would be a crit, right?
No, it doesn't clear
Natural,
by 10.
What is the nat?
Natural 16.
No. Okay, yeah. Just a hit.
3 damage, and this is real.
Alright. A substantial blow, but he's still descending.
To hell.
Okay, a javelin crashes harmlessly to your side, and another... Ooh. Just goes straight through a gnoll's throat and fells him in a single blow.
Wow.
7 of the creatures descend to ground level and break into melee combat with the gnolls. And just a chaotic battle ensues. There were 2 hits against gnolls, but those... Yeah. They barely seem to have an effect. And then there are the delayed actions. You can go ahead and roll initiative for the next round as I clean this up.
Excellent. Oh, I still should get my last 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and finish up. So there's 7 on the ground, another 3 that you can see in the canopy.
Okay. So D20. Do any penalties to hit on this guy? Or...
Say that again.
Are there any penalties to hit on this guy? Is he still clear? Like, does he have cover?
You can find a clear one to shoot.
Okay.
In the canopy.
Yeah. Ooh, 6 and 23, natural 19.
The 23 is a crit.
Does it clear by 10?
So it does not clear by 10.
Okay.
Wait, okay, hold on. No, it definitely doesn't clear by 10.
Okay, this should be
That's the same one, yeah, it fells him.
That should actually be 2d3, not 2d6, so 5 damage, not 6 damage.
It still finishes him off. Alright. Blows are being exchanged between the gnolls and the Tossloi. Jesus. Okay. One gnoll takes down a Tossloi. Like I said, a Another gnoll delivered a blow but didn't finish the creature. A few gnolls take hits, but no one falls aside from the first that was critical.
Mm-hmm.
And Jakob unfurls his iron rods bound by a chain, sort of a crude gnoll version of a nunchuck, and just becomes a whirlwind of spinning metal. He fells 2 Tosloi by himself.
Sick. All right.
Roll initiative, or did you already? Did you
I
already?
have not rolled
Oh,
initiative.
you finished your last 2 attacks.
6. I have a new plan this round. How many? What do I? How many Tosloi are left in the trees?
Roll a perception check. What did you roll? The 6.
29.
Okay. You can see a few more have emerged. There's now 6 in the trees. There are 4 living on the ground.
Okay.
There's some strange noises outside. Like a whimpering dog or a
Yeah, there
squeaking
was this weird.
tire. That's definitely on my end. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's something
It's
outside.
not there anymore, but it
Yeah,
was there.
It was either a whimpering dog or a squeaking bike tire.
It sounded like a squeaky tire, actually. But it did. I could see how people thought it was a dog dying.
Those are the gnolls. That was the gnoll who got punctured through the throat.
Yeah. Aunt Chanel, why is Wolfie whining? Wolfie's fine. No? No Terminator 2, anyone?
Wolfie. All right, so you're going first.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't call her Aunt Chanel, he just calls her Janelle. Janelle, what's wrong with Wolfie? Yeah, my initiative was 6. So how you said there are 4 on the ground and how many in the trees?
And 7, no, sorry, 6 overhead.
All right. Double check my stats. Oh shit, no, my climb walls is only 70. Yeah, no, I flopped this guy on the ground. I'm going to climb a tree. Hopefully not one that is not one of the 3 big ones, but one of the ones next to it. I want to climb up and get into the bush, into the trees with the Tosloi.
You're climbing a tree.
I want to climb the tree.
Damn. Roll your climb check.
1!
Oh, money. I was going to give you a bonus for all the vines and the foliage, but you scamper up that tree. Double speed. You're able to move at your movement rate 12
Yes.
up the tree. So you can actually engage in melee combat with one of the Tosloi, or you can make it to their platforms.
I would like to. Well, no, I don't want to get on any of the platforms because those are going to get cut down.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to melee one of the Tosloi with Bloodletter.
Yeah, you can only use you can't use both hands. You're using your left hand to climb,
That's fine.
but you can make an attack with Bloodletter.
23, natural 19.
Critical.
Single crit.
Single crit.
6 damage.
All right, Beefy Tosloi is still alive, but you regain 3 HP.
Beefy Tosloi is still alive. Okay.
Right, and downstairs, all hell breaks loose. All right. It looks like things are going well on the ground floor. Still, only that first gnoll has fallen, and Jakob takes down another 2 Tosloi this round. From the canopy. Yeesh. All right, there's a hail of javelins. The Tosloi in front of you tries to shank you with a short bronze blade, but misses. All right, still no casualties from below, but a few javelins strike home.
God, I should watch Jurassic Park again.
And the 2 gnolls that were hit by the net are still struggling to break free. Trees.
You didn't say the magic word.
Another of the main supports falls, and there are screams as their homes are
Their homes are being
stricken
destroyed.
to splinters.
Okay. Can I make a shout at the end of my turn? At the end of the round?
Sure.
The guy in front of me. Common, do you speak it?
There's no response.
Okay. How high off
I
the
mean,
ground are we?
there are screams and they're sort of fleeing, but no one returns to you in common.
How high off the ground am I?
Pretty high.
20
Probably
feet?
like more than that. Probably like 30 feet. Yeah.
30 feet. I can survive 3d6.
Sure.
I can survive 46.
Next round, roll initiative.
Well, might be able to survive 46.
Theoretically.
9 initiatives.
All right, Tosloy, go first. The one in front of you flees, provoking an attack of opportunity.
Sweet. Including back attack inclusive
Back attack,
is a 23 natural 17. No
For
crit,
damage, no, you finish him.
but it's a 3 damage.
You regain 1 HP.
That's all I can. I am at max.
Tree. Damn. There's a flurry of javelins, but for the most part, the Tasloy are on the run.
Okay. I shout after the Tosloy as they flee. Does anyone speak common? Oh god, I need someone to speak common to me.
All right. Down below, the last of the Tosloy are dispatched. One is still living, but he's taken to his knees.
I descend the tree
Climb
and
down
round
the
up the unconscious Tosloy I had over my shoulder and try and stop the gnolls from killing the one that's conscious but on his knees.
All right. Jakob has him sort of bound with his iron bars.
I walk up to the guy that's
got
on
the chain wrapped around his hand and sort of in an awkward position has forced him to his knees.
I go up to the one on the ground.
Please, no kill.
I won't kill you if you can tell me
Trade,
where.
make deal.
Make deal. Yes, we make deal. 2 nights ago, you took my stuff.
Many ruby, make deal.
Right. Where is my stuff?
Rubies?
Me and the pretty
yes.
magic woman.
Yes, many rubies.
Tell me
Make
where
deal.
rubies.
He points to the cave.
I figured as much.
Roll a perception check.
16.
All right. You don't notice anything more than
I toss my Tosloy over my shoulder.
the gnolls have sort of stopped. The ones that were trapped in the net have freed themselves. For the most part, the canopy home above has just been ravaged. There's still a single support remaining, so some of the platforms are up, but it's sort of a mess of whispered screams. Carry on.
I would like to toss the one over my shoulder, and I point to the other one, and I say, "Lead the way," and then point to the cave.
All right. Jakob shrugs and sort of snaps his wrist, and his nunchucks free the Tosloy,
Excellent.
who sort of crawls on his knuckles towards the cave.
Excellent. Okay.
Sounds within.
I follow, and I motion
you
for
follow
my men to
immediately
follow
behind?
as well.
All right. You're sort of forced to form single file.
That's fine. I will stay front, very
Right.
front.
So Tosloy, then you, and then breathing hot behind your neck is a gnoll
Yeah.
towering overhead, breathing through his mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The cave is moist and the walls are sticky with spider webs. You descend down this passageway. If it weren't for your keen elven eyes, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. You notice once you're inside, embedded within the rock walls of this cavern, are shimmering red gemstones, still
Ooh.
waiting to be harvested and polished and cut.
Oh my god, I could just make my home here.
You're getting that impression.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So as you enter, it's just a single passageway at this point. You pass by several Tosloi that were
Mhm.
within the cave, wielding picks and shovels, and they sort of pull up close to the side of the wall as you approach. Do you wish to
There's
take
Tosloi in
any
the cave
action?
with picks and shovels.
Yes.
I kind of motion them to keep walking in front of us.
So you make a parade.
Yeah.
Like they had stopped when they heard your approach and sort of gotten out of your way.
Right. Right. I let them. I make them go in front of us. If they try to stick on the side, I will like put my arm on one of their shoulders and drag them into the hallway.
Okay. All right. So they continue. So now you've got three Tosloi in front of you.
I
About
tell the one in front of me to. I ask the one in front of me, "Do you mine these?"
yes, many ruby. Make deal. Make deal. Many ruby. Make deal. Make deal. So about 150 feet down this passageway, you come to a fork.
Mm-hmm. Left to right, or is it tri-prong or four-prong?
There's only
Fork
two
has
ways to
four.
go.
Okay.
One continues directly ahead, one sort of veers off to the side.
I'll take the right path.
Okay, roll a perception check.
20. Ugh.
All right. Not quite enough. All right, so you start down down the righteous path. Three Tosloi in front of you. You don't really notice a difference, but after a few feet of entering this way, you hear grumbling behind you, and you notice that the gnolls are sort of struggling to fit down this passageway. They can, but they're cramped. The ceiling is maybe 5.5 feet tall, so it's just above your head, but then the gnolls are sort of struggling.
Okay. I just want to say I've now gotten messages from two people from Al Capone's chat who conveniently who were banned last week and are now like, "Hey, I was banned from your chat last week. Can
I
you
would
unban
love
me
to
and let me back in?"
love to get involved in some of your shows.
This week I really
You know,
want to get back.
the glorious thing about Twitch is you can log out and you can enjoy all of Koibu's glorious content
Yeah.
without even being logged in.
Yeah, you don't even need to be part of chat, buddy.
Okay.
I will unban these people after this week. I am not taking chances.
I think the right approach would have just been to. Oh, sorry, I didn't get to those messages until a month from now.
Yeah, we'll just
Anyways,
yeah.
so you travel deeper into this cave.
Yeah. Travel deeper into the cave with the Tosloi in front of us. We don't have a source of light, do we? They were
No,
mining in the darkness, though, right?
they were indeed mining in the darkness.
All right.
Again,
I keep going.
yeah. Again, I'm assuming creatures that are active at night can see in the dark. Yeah, at this point, it is pretty pitch black. There's light sort of filtering in from behind you at the beginning, but after this detour, it's pretty pitch black. You're relying entirely on your elven vision to see. And this narrower passageway continues for a ways, and then another 70 feet down the line, the three Tosloi in front of you step into a cavern.
How big is the cavern?
In front of you is sort of the din of tools at work. Do you step in after them?
I want to observe the cavern before I step in.
Okay. It looks like the ceiling's rounded out to maybe 9, 10 feet high. The cavern is probably 40 feet across, and you see another 3 Tasloi in there at work. As soon as the 3 that you were leading step in, they exchange whispers and they all stop working and turn to face you.
Hi! I wave at them with
You
a
s-
bloodletter in my hand.
Um,
Was bloodletter a Chris or was it a normal dagger?
Love Letter is a normal dagger. I actually
Okay.
drew some concept art similar to it. It's basically a normal dagger. It is. It's got like serrated and yeah, serrated along the blade, like long, slow curves. But it's a
Okay.
curved blade about 7 inches in length.
Nice.
So it's technically a dagger, but it's pretty sinister looking, impractically shaped, built for pain, not for
Pleasure.
something like that.
Yeah.
You immediately notice one, like a passageway continuing on the other side of the clearing, the other side of the cavern.
Okay, I
You
let
hear
my
a
gnolls
slow
pile up
trickle of
behind me.
water. Say that
Uh,
again. You
I let my gnolls like pile up behind me so they're not all stretched out.
okay?
Can you tell how far across is this cavern again?
40 feet across to where the entrance narrows, the exit narrows. It's considered like a 40-foot circle. Off to the side, you can hear the slow trickling of water.
Okay. I would like to step into the cavern and start. Is there any other exits? Are there any other?
You see one across from you,
Is there another exit?
and that is it.
Okay.
This cavern is sort of filled. The whole right wall is just covered with spider webs.
Mm-hmm.
There have sort of been intermittent spider webs throughout the entire cavern. But the whole right half of the room is covered in spider webs. The left half has a trickling waterfall passing through the room and into the floor, and the wall is just glowing red with gemstones.
Ooh. I try not
You
to let
see
myself get
a small
distracted by it.
hole, or you see several small holes in the ceiling, shedding filtered light through
Okay.
filtered starlight.
Um.
There are 6 Tosloi in the room watching you. A gnoll steps in,
Oh God, this feels like such a high pressure situation, and I don't
and
know
you
exactly what to
are
do.
surprised.
Surprise! Shit. Bye.
Uh, Crashing through the webbing to your right, an entrance reveals itself that you didn't see before, and all of a sudden, like an 8-foot diameter spider
Oh
leaps through the
God.
webbing and just sinks its teeth into the gnoll that is standing next to you.
Oh shit. Well, I'm at full life, thank God.
Does that matter? As the teeth sink in, the gnoll's face contorts into horror, and you just see him begin to froth at the mouth, and his tongue swells and fills up his throat, and within a few seconds, he's just gone rigid on the floor. The Tosloi above him slashes out at you with his sword for 3 damage.
There's a Tosloi riding the spider?
There's a Tosloi riding the spider.
Oh shit.
Roll initiative.
Well, on that note, we should actually take a break now because this battle will probably take us way past our break
Fair
time.
enough. Early break. Let's roll initiative first.
Let's roll initiative. Okay, all right. 8. Oh fuck me.
You actually go first.
Oh my
You go
God.
first,
All right,
followed by the Tosloi, and
but we'll break
round it out
first.
with the very slow knolls.
we break first and then we come back. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye bye. Actually, the stream's gonna come down when we come back from break, so I can run the Intel ad without muting anything because the Intel ad mutes everything. So if the stream crashes, don't sweat it, guys. See you in a
We'll be
moment.
back 5 to 10 minutes.